When you simplify it enough, the original is just a reskin of the default rocket launcher. Each rocket travels the same speed, has the same blast radius, and does the same damage. For those of you who don't know, the only difference is that the original shoots from the center of the screen, rather than the side. In some cases, this makes the original better for rocket jumping. You can test this yourself by equipping the default rocket launcher and shooting directly at the floor. You'll notice that you'll be bounced slightly to the left. Equip the original and look! You barely move at all! When you shoot the default rocket launcher directly at an enemy that's close enough to you, you can also see how it shoves them a bit to the left as well. But when you use the original, it shoves them straight back. I think you get the point. I just wanted to test a bunch of different weapons to see what part of the screen they shoot from. I've built this wall that covers exactly half of the screen, so if I hit the wall, that means the weapon shoots from the side of the screen. You can see how the rocket launcher and the original compare even better now. What about the soldier's shotgun? It does hit the wall, but only a little bit around the crosshair. Some of the pellets do reach the spy here, so I can assume that it does fire from the center of the screen. Melee weapons, like the market gardener, seem to hit the wall. If you're trying to market garden someone, try to find some wide open spaces. Obviously. What about the scout's weapons? The scattergun, like the shotgun, shoots from the middle of the screen. The pistol? It shoots from the middle again. The mad milk and flying guillotine hit the wall, but somehow the spy still got doused in milk around the corner. This is probably a bug, and Valve needs to fix it. Interestingly, the Sandman shoots from the bottom of the screen. This is the odd one out of all of the weapons. I don't exactly know why this of all weapons does this, but it's probably because the view model is on both sides of the screen, and Valve wants it to look natural. The Pyro's flamethrower shoots from the side, same with the flare guns. The Demo Man's grenades bounce off the wall, and the sticky bombs stick to it. Go figure. The Heavy's minigun shoots from the center of the screen. At this point, we can all assume that all hit scan weapons shoot from the center. What about the Sandwich? When you throw a sandwich, it hits the wall, but that's because the hitbox is too big. In reality, it comes out of the center of the screen. The Engineers, Rescue Ranger, and Pomson fire out of the side. At this point, I can guess that almost all projectile weapons shoot out the side. What I did want to know was how the Wrangler works. Apparently, the sentry follows your crosshair. It's not perfect, but it does its best. The short circuit follows the same rules as hitscan weapons and goes instantly to your crosshair, even if it has to go through walls. Like most other projectile weapons, the medic's syringe gun and the crusader's crossbow both shoot from the side of the screen. The sniper shoots perfectly down the center of the screen unscoped. What about scoped? Of course. The easiest way to think about it is that the sniper rifle will hit whatever the laser is touching. You probably already knew this. However, the huntsman shoots from the side of the screen and hits the wall. Just keep that in mind while you're peeking the two fort battlements. The Gerati throws identically to the Mad Milk and hits the wall, but it didn't hit the medic like the Milk did. The spy's revolver behaves exactly how you'd expect, and shoots down the middle of the screen. And yes, you can get headshots with the Ambassador. Now, what if you enabled flipped view models? That's just a client-side feature. It couldn't possibly change what side certain guns fire from. Actually, it does. With left-handed view models enabled, projectile weapons shoot from the left side of the screen. Maybe having a left-handed player on your competitive team could give you an advantage in certain situations, just like in baseball. They could shoot rockets from corners that snipers wouldn't expect without peeking their heads out. Of course, you would think that this could be a new metagame for soldier mains, to have a keybind that switches your view model in-game so you can shoot around certain corners. But Valve already thought of that. The game doesn't let you change your view model position in the middle of a match. I'm sorry I couldn't change the competitive meta. Maybe some other day. In conclusion, this is probably the most useful and interesting TF2 video you will ever watch, and will help you destroy that one sentry you were never able to kill.